So there's a friend called Rodrigo. He's currently facing a couple of issues. He's a busy person, running a business with multiple employees. He often loses track of the important details and he doesn't know what he could do to make things better. This is where the importance of a dashboard comes in. So what actually makes a good dashboard? Well, there are three key things. We will need to be able to make decisions on it. It needs to be simple so that we can understand it. And it needs to be up-to-date information so that Rodrigo can stay trendy. So now we need to decide on what do we put into a dashboard. You could have a speed hump telling you where things slow down, or a pizza to show you how much each person is getting in their slice, or a city to see who is the tallest, or even mountains to see where the steepest slopes are. But the real question is, how do we do this in JavaFX? Well, a few key ingredients you will need are the main Java application to run, an fxml file to hold your charts, the fxml's controller to control what happens within your charts, and of course, a Java class file for the data itself. So now that we have the ingredients, how exactly do all these mix together? Number one, we first need to add the empty Java charts into your fxml file. Now let's keep this dashboard simple and create a list of people using dummy data with the person Java class. Next, we want to load the fxml into the main Java application. And now we want to call on your methods to load data into the Java charts. Now within the controller, you would usually have a separate method to load each chart type. But however, they generally follow the same principle and logic. So we start by using a for loop and calling getter methods to grab the individual attributes of your people object and stores each within a counter. These counters act as the data to be shown within the chart and should be added to a chart data series type, such as this abacus. This chart data specific data is then added into your specific chart type that you are using. So basically you're moving the abacus into your chart, like so. So by following these simple steps, Rodrigo is able to simply find out the number of birthday parties to have per month for his employees, whether to hire more girls or guys, who to reward a medal to for their outstanding achievements, and what their next weekly social sporting events should be. This simplifies things greatly and allows Rodrigo to stay on top of his game, where he can focus on the more important things and worry less about everything else. So let's take a deeper look into the code itself. So we begin by having an fxml file where we load all your different chart types, and then we also connect the existing controller. Once that is done, we go back into your main file, and then as you can see here, what we've done is we've created a list of person object. So basically the whole point of this is so that we have sample data, and what we do now is we load that fxml file into your primary stage, and we then go ahead and call on your methods within your controller class to load that list we created earlier into the different charts. So let's take a look at the dashboard controller methods. So we have a method for each of the different charts that we have, and they all follow the same logic. So we have a counter at the start, we have a for each loop which cycles through each of the person objects, we have a XY chart series list here, and then what we do is we load this XY chart series into your bar chart. So similar case with the pie charts, you have we have a counter for each loop, and we load that data into the pie chart. Line chart as well. Area chart is the same thing. So you have your counters, you have your for each loop, and then we add that into your XY chart series list, and then what we do is we embed it into your area chart. So let's go ahead and run that and see what it looks like. So your Rodrigo's dashboard should look something like this, as you can see.